The Apogee, and last I left off, and I kind of cheated and kind of broke my little 70s, early 80s kit rule. I actually had a F-18 here that I've had from Hasegawa for basically under the workbench for many years, and I just been, it was missing pieces, and I've been piecing it out on other projects. So if you ever bought a resin kit from me, it probably had a F-18 in here. But anyway, I took some parts from the F-18, and I put them on here, like the wing stabilizer, the missile mount, landing gear, wheel, just kind of random places. I want to add probably a couple more pieces, and I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to start probably put it in primer, and I think I'm satisfied with the kit places. Don't want to overdo it and don't want to underdo it at the same time. You could keep adding and adding. I kind of would like to have it painted and next to the ragtag fleet. But anyway, after that, scribing, and I just did some quick little pencil lines. If you can barely see them, I know they look crooked, but you can always straighten them up with the straight edge. And scribing, I just use a metal ruler, lay it down, and I actually use two types of scribers. This one's a Tamiya one. I like it because it's beveled at the end. I mean, you can get a pretty good straight line with it. Also, and I probably can't, a regular scriber, which just looks like a pen with basically a needle point. You can scribe that way, but this is my favorite tool for scribing. I think it's just an excellent tool to have, and worth the price if you can get one. It's Tamiya's little scriber. But anyway, I scribed a little bit of the bottom here, basically about 4 lines. I'll probably do a couple more. Then I'm going to flip it and do the top as well, just to break it up, break up the plain Jane, styrene, just give it a little bit of squares, and then be able to paint that and call it good. But anyway, that's where I stand on the Apogee. The Enterprise C, I've got almost all the decals on. There's a couple little ones I got to put on them. We'll get them on later today. Got the impulse engine on and painted, and basically just going in and painting a few things like lifeboats. I got to finish painting the phaser banks, get them straightened up. But I think it looks pretty darn slick. Just letting Setting Solution do its magic on the decals, and we are good to go on everything. So hopefully a couple more days, and we're able to wrap this up and get it off to its rifle owner. Very fun model. So much. Of course, I do love the Enterprise C because female Rachel Garrett. But I do like the variants that people kit bash out of the C. I think it's just calls to be kit bashed. But anyway. Just trying to finish up most of it today, and then we'll try to do one more video on it, and we'll get it off the workbench. Enterprise, so that's where I am on the Enterprise C. Figure painting. I'm kind of being random. I'm doing 4 here. I haven't assembled this one yet. But one thing I did is I took some basically olive drab paint, airbrushed one figure. Took desert, not sand, well, it's kind of a sand color. Did a little OD on the vest and the knee pads and some web gear. And then for basically, you can either do Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., Stargate, Battlestar Galactica, you name it, even Aliens, you can do all Colonial Marines. It's just endless what you can do here. So I did black on this one. And just a base coat, barely just covered the flesh with flesh paint just to get the basic on there. Started dry brushing a little bit on the black here. I want to go in and with a couple other, with probably a little green for the vest, and just get like an OD camo, not camo, but color on there just to break up the black monotony and everything on it. But anyway, that's where I'm on that. It's going to be quick and dirty. Just enough to get highlights and shadows, just quick. I mean, it ain't going to be, contest worthy. It's just for me to put this in a background and take a picture of it, and basically put it on basically a little box about that big, so I can show you what you can buy when you get a figure from me. But anyway, that's where I'm on that. I just got to do a just taking my time doing a quick little dirty paint job. It don't have to be, perfect or anything. It's just for picture taking, and it does, shows you what you can do with my little figures. So anyway, that's what I've got going on today. We are painting some figures. We're trying, by God, to wrap up the Enterprise C, and of course the Apogee is taking shape. So that's what I got going on today. So stay tuned for the next exciting episode.